Shannon, how good can OKC be with Carmelo?
They can be real good, but he sure took a lot of shots at Indiana, didn't he, Skip? I mean, he just kept throwing that shade at it. Oh, you see what they can do in a small market team. You can see what the front office will do when they try to reject. Woo, I like, good. I mean, what you trying to say?
Well, you got to take shots at Indiana because you're not going to get many shots next year in Oklahoma City.
You're too shady.
Yeah, thank you.
Skip, on paper, I believe they're the third best team. I would have put them second for the very reason that you just said. They're three-ball dominant players, the players that need. Now, Paul George can play a little better off the ball than the other two can.
I agree.
And so we're going to see how this dynamic works. But, Skip, I'm thinking about trying out for the East. I can make a team in the East right now. Skip, I've never seen anything like this in my life. You've been around, you've covered the sports for 40 years. You've never seen a conference. Not the 80s East with the Sixers and the Bucks and the Pistons and the Celtics. Nothing was like this, Skip. Nothing. Just think about this, Skip. They say Carmelo Anthony is the 63rd, 64th best player in the NBA. We know he's better than that, but he's your third option. That's a damn good third option to have.
I agree.
The question is, the reason why when Kevin Durant went to Golden State, because all those guys can play without the ball.
Yep.
They're not ball dominant. So the ball moves, Kevin Durant fit right in. Now, Russ is going to go from handling the ball, he was 80, 90% of the time.
We shattered the record for usage rate.
Yeah, he gonna have to pass. He gonna have to
Went
pass.
way beyond Kobe.
Yeah, and that's saying something. You know, anytime you got the ball more than Kobe,
Yep.
that's saying something.
It is.
Skip, they got a chance to be special, but I don't think are they better. Are they better than Golden State now? Nah, because Golden State pieces fit together better than this.
Yep.
I'm gonna say San Antonio for the simple fact of pop, but it's hard pressed for me to say that the Rockets are better than they are, the Timberwolves are better than they are, the Lakers, Portland. You might have to be 50 and 32.
You might.
52 and 30 just to get the 8th seed. The days in the West of going 42 and 40, or 40 and 42 and getting the 8th seed, those days are over, Skip.
What was Spurs a little credit there?
He does. He backs into it, but he can't
You know,
help himself.
I'm thinking about me and Bron, thinking about going down there on the Riverwalk next year.
I got it. So, big picture.
You like the move?
The first thought I had on Saturday when I saw this bombshell dropped, and I tweeted immediately that Carmelo Anthony and Paul George are going to have to develop new facets of their games, and that is standing and watching without pouting, because it's hard to do, man, because this guy, he dominates the ball the way nobody's ever dominated the ball. And again, I predicted last year he was going to average a triple-double, and I didn't even think that was a bold prediction. I just thought he would because he is relentless going after the ball on the glass.
Right.
I've never seen a guard rebound harder than he does. You say get some gift rebounds on the free throws, but whatever. It's hard to do it, man.
Yes.
To get 10 a game.
But he did it for 82 games, so let's give him some credit for that.
Way to go. Congratulations. He pulled it off. But in the end, I've said this from the start, I believe that Russell Westbrook has always been a little more about starring than winning, that he prioritized being a star, enhancing his brand on and off the court, than he did actually setting out to win a championship. So what was the first thing Kevin Durant said when he got to Golden State? What did he laud and applaud immediately was they share the ball. What is Coach Pop known for? Sharing the ball. What is this team not known for? They do not share the ball. It is dominated by one Russell Westbrook. So it's going to be very interesting to me because the pieces are there.
Yes.
If you could get the pieces to click, they could challenge Golden State because there are other pieces. If Steven Adams could go back to being the guy he was 2 years ago, I don't know what happened
before he got that big contract.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was the big contract. Maybe he got a little softer. I don't know. Maybe it was just Russell dominating the ball.
But Skip, if you think about it, those players are so much alike. They're ball dominant.
Okay, but remember, to finish the piece, Andre Robertson can play defense.
Yes.
He can bother James Harden.
Yes.
He can bother Kawhi Leonard. He can bother a lot of people.
Well, if it's a close game, I'm going to file him and see if he can bother the basket.
Okay, well, that's a whole nother issue. But now you've got this whole dynamic where how did Russell average 10-plus assists? because he attacked 2 defenders almost every time
Right.
down and took them to the basket, and either he was going to shoot it or get to the foul line,
Right.
or he was going to dump it for the 2 bigs. Now Cantor's gone via the trade. I like Enes Kanter. But they're just going to dunk it off you lay it on the floor for
Right.
them, or he's going to kick it out to spot-up shooters. Is Carmelo going to be happy being a spot-up shooter? Is Paul George going to be happy being a spot-up shooter? No, they are not. Are they capable of being in the mix of what would be a share-the-ball offense where they could both be very good? Yes, they could be.
Yes.
But you know what Russell's going to have to decide? Do I want to win or do I want to star? Do I want to average a triple? You could still average your triple-double, but you're going to have to average 6 or 8 fewer points on 6 or 8 fewer shots.
Correct.
If you reduce points and shots and get them involved almost every time down the floor, get them a touch, you got a shot, man.
Yep.
And Carmelo's going to have to sacrifice, and Paul's going to have to sacrifice. But if they do, the pieces are in place. They have enough firepower to at least threaten Golden State. I like the mix, and I'd much rather have Carmelo than not have him. But I don't see how. Remember, Carmelo has been the ultimate ball stopper, maybe in the history of the league.
Yes.
That's what Phil didn't like. Phil Jackson didn't like immediately. Is that the ball went in the black hole? You know, it's lost. It went right down. You know, you flushed it.
Never to be seen again.
Never to be seen again. What? And so now you're going to stick him. But hey, you know what else I thought is that. Remember, I grew up in Oklahoma City, and if you told me, I don't know, 15 years ago, there's going to be an NBA team in Oklahoma City, I would have laughed at you. And now, if you told me that Sam Presti was going to acquire Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and now Carmelo Anthony and Paul George, I would have double laughed at you. I would have laughed you out of the room.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.